Breakups are not easy, man. I mean, losing someone that you actually deeply cared for and was deeply integrated into your life, like your daily life, it sucks, man. And you have to kind of learn to relive without that person, which can be really hard. You think about them every day, right? And you'll probably think about them more after the breakup because you realize all that is over. When my relationship ended, it was rough, man. I mean, I spent probably weeks just processing everything, and I was struggling to like accept the fact that it was over. Like it's almost like how were we together yesterday, and then suddenly the next day just gone. And trying to relive or trying to relearn to live without that person, it's like learning to walk again. Like you think you can do it, but it's just hard. But honestly, once you get past the grief and all the sorrow, you really start to have a lot of time to yourself. Like, well, at least that's what I noticed. After I was done grieving and everything, I realized like I have way more time on my hands than I was used to, and all that time being spent with myself, I started experimenting things like, oh, like this is classical, like stereotypical thing to do like after a breakup. There was a local gym by where I lived, and I thought about joining before because I've been into fitness and like working out for a little bit now, like a year now. But I never really committed to it. And I tried committing to it back when I was still in the relationship, but I found myself to not have the time. And then when I was suddenly presented with all this time, I realized that I can now do the things that I wanted to do that I wasn't able to before. And I also spent some time learning some things about me. Like I tried out skateboarding and I loved it. Well, I can't really balance on the board yet, but I'm not saying the breakup was like needed for this, but without that, I probably would have never like, started taking the gym seriously or learn a new skill. I just started doing the things that made me happy. For example, like around the time it happened, like when I was still like grieving it, my friends had started a Minecraft realm. I was the time of my life. It was so fun. We made a little community and everything, and I built myself a base similar to the one I'm making right now. And it was just, oh man, I miss those days. The server died out, but still think about. Okay, I'm talking like I'm like having what's it called? Nostalgia, but I kind of am. It was only like a few months ago, but man, like being alone all that extra time helped me become like who I am today, and I love who I am today. I'd say I like myself today better than I did when I was in the relationship. And that says something because I thought I was the happiest man in the world back then. And another thing I did was apply for my first job, which I got hired. And I've just been grinding at that lately. Got my first paycheck like a few months back. Oh, dude, it felt great. But yeah, being alone, it forces you to try to live with yourself, which I think back then I really needed because I was so like I said before, I was so used to like having this someone to talk to all the time, someone to like tell anything about anything to, like my day, how it went, or all that stuff, like little anything. So I was kind of forced to learn to live with myself, which made me learn that I can do so. But yeah, being alone with yourself helps you discover the things that you like to do, and like just it helps you learn to be happy with yourself if you do it the right way. Like obviously if you're by yourself and then you start, wow, that was tragic. But if you're by yourself and you're not actively like trying to seek ways to be like happy and like trying to just making your life better overall, you'll feel better. Yeah, anyway, those are just my thoughts. I'll see y'all later.